impromptu.
Where's my stuff?
Oh, I need the iPad, guys. That's right here.
Okay.
And then we'll sort of use the same book.
Fine.
Yes, and a stand for it, please.
Okay.
Hi, friends. No one's on yet, but that's okay. Whew. It's very muggy out there.
Yeah.
I curled my hair.
It's well, I didn't.
I don't know why.
I didn't because I knew it was yuck.
Thank you, ma'am. This is so I can see y'all.
I was like,
All y'all.
all y'all.
All y'all's.
Y'all.
I'd be
Okay,
helpful
so
for
this
this.
is, I'm gonna put this
That's
under
just
here.
little.
That's a thing.
That's the thing.
Oh, you know what? It would probably help if I turn this bad boy on.
Right?
Let there be.
I'm gonna turn my sound down.
Okay, we're on. Okay. That's freaking me out.
It's
Okay,
good. You'll be fine.
It's like giving me a, shadow. But
Hi,
that's
friends.
Okay.
Oh, there we are.
Okay.
Oh, did I turn my sound down? I did. Go me.
Go me.
Yes. I never remembered to do that. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna jump in because I got places to be.
Okay,
Like, for real, I have to leave.
Okay.
Okay, so we did blocks 1, 2, 3, and 4 from Sampler Spray. I'll show you guys those. Here was block 1. Woo. This was block 2. We got block 3 or 4. 3 or 4. I can't remember which, guys. I feel like this is 3. And this is 4. And we're using all Strawberries and Rhubarb by Fig Tree. It's so pretty. I really like it.
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
It's
Okay,
awesome.
so Gwen's sewing with me today. Say hi to Gwen.
Hola.
Hi, Gwenny. Okay, so I have block 7 and 8, but we're not going to get to those today, and that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so Gwen is going to sew block 5 again. I pre-cut and I put them in baggies with little Post-its. Helps keep all the little pieces straight because some of them have Rolo pieces, friends. Rolo. Okay, so she's going to be making, this is the Easter basket. Sorry, lighting's terrible right there. Okay, that's what she's going to be making. I'll give you the instructions in a second. Now, I am going to be making, number 6 is kites. So, this one right here. This one uses templates. You'll see that it says that. You need 2 darks and 2 lights. And then you need 2 templates of A, 2 templates of A, 2 of B, 2 reversed B. But listen what I'm going to do. I am going to show you, here are the templates in the back of the book. They suggest rulers you can buy or you can use the templates. I'm going to show you what I do so I don't have to spend extra money. These are the templates right here. These are the ones you need, okay? So I'm going to show you how to make those with, this is quilting paper, which Gwen uses. She's a big fan of it. I'm now a big fan of it. I'll be taking it home even for the kids for their map drawing. I'm going to use this. It's tracing paper and cardboard. Flat piece of cardboard that we send when you guys order patterns so they don't get bent. That's what I'm using. And my rotary cutter and a pencil, which I'll have to go and find. And I did already make a set in case this one gets miffed up. I thought ahead, friends. I thought ahead. Okay, so I'm going to give this to Gwen while I go grab a pencil and she can start getting started.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
The Easter basket.
Okay. So you guys have any questions? What are you guys doing? Are you sewing? Are you watching? Okay, I'm going to go grab a pencil. Actually, I'm going to grab a pen. Yeah.
Tiny little.
Yeah, well, those are for the little. Yeah, they're little. They're little. I'll be back.
Get my stuff. Ducks in a row here. Okay.
Whew. It's a warm one. I'm warm in here even, and I'm usually cold. So I don't know.
It's very humid.
It is very humid. Okay. So once you
see, those are the insides of the basket. I got you.
Yeah. Once you have yours set, then I'll grab the book for just a minute.
So many pieces.
So here's what I did. I just kind of looked at the template and I laid some fabric on it.
Maybe these are down here. Oh, so confused. It's okay, I'll get there.
You're laying it out.
Yeah,
so she's laying her pieces out. I'll show you. as like a preset so she can know kind of,
I just like,
you see on the deck, that way she knows this is where everything's placed.
Yeah, I like to know where my stuff
I
goes.
do that too. I do that
these
too.
are those
And if you
guys.
need to repress some of those, the iron is on.
Good. I think I'm good right now.
Okay, so she's laying it out so she knows exactly kind of where stuff's gonna go. And then she's gonna
And did you
be on her way. We're still crooked.
betcha. Okay, and I'm gonna need oh, you didn't mark on these, right?
I did not.
Okay.
I have a herring if you want that,
that'll work
or
too.
I can go grab a friction,
I don't know, as long as there's a ruler, I can,
a tiny one.
that will work. Excellent. If you just want to leave these here, then we'll.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So.
Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. This was a.
Right. I asked her a couple
second.
minutes ago. Mom was like,
Okay, I'll do it.
I'm mid-project. And so I was
Yeah.
like, okay, who wants to sew?
Mama Bear's reorganizing.
She is.
And we do not want to interrupt that progress at all because we
Because
need
it's
that to
very disorganized down there.
happen. Okay.
Only because we got a huge influx of stuff. Okay, so what I was saying is I kind of just looked at what the templates were, what size they were, and I just kind of ballparked how big I was going to need to make my little block. So I just did a rough rectangle squarey thing. Like, there's no dimensions on it. Okay, so that's what I did first. I don't know if I'll actually piece mine today. I might just show you guys the template making process and then piece it later or something. But at least you'll kind of have an idea if you're like, I don't want to buy a ruler. You'll know what to do. So, first, I'm going to get some of this stuff. And I use pen because pencil will break through this pretty easy, friends.
Yeah, I'm taking my shoes off too.
Yep, I'm a shoe off kind of girl. Okay, I'll give this back to you in just a hot minute.
No, I'm good.
I just need to trace.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll angle this down here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to turn it to the template page. I'm going to kind of measure. Okay, I need about that much. I'm just going to very unevenly cut that. Put the rubber band back on so it doesn't completely unroll. Okay. Then I'm just going to lay them here and I'm just going to do a trace. It doesn't have to be completely perfectly straight lines. You could use a ruler if you wanted, but this allows for your 1/4 inch seam. So you're going to be good. It's more the precision at which you cut it. You could use a ruler to cut it out. I didn't use a ruler on my first set, but I will show you how to do that. All right, there's number 1. Number 2, all right, so now I have all I need from this. So she can have the book back.
Okay. OCD lady here.
Yeah. What do you need?
Scissors? Do we have a little scissors? Because I don't do
Oh.
the thread cutter thing. I hate it.
We do. They're right,
Are
they
they in
should
the-
be in there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Thank you. Excellent. Thank you.
All right, so from there, we've traced it. So this is, like I said, just a little piece of cardboard. Some people use, you know, try and get in the camera so you see me. You know, the tops of, like berries, the plastic containers they come in? You could use that as well. We just happen to have this. And so many people order from Amazon, I feel like you could, you know, just use one of those boxes. Just keep it cheap, people. Keep it cheap. So from here, you're going to cut these out. Let me do that real quick. So I use my ruler to cut. I'm just going to cut through here so that I'm not accidentally cutting the other template. Teeny tiny little edge over here. So Gwen, are you a finger presser or an iron? Like a press iron?
Oh, I definitely iron this puppy.
You press
I mean,
all the little things.
I usually, I like to use my finger to make sure there's no...
Yeah, weirdness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no folds in it.
Right.
I feel like that stretches out the seam better, but I always press, and I'll hit it from both sides.
Okay, so there you go. It's different people do different things. You got to find what works for you. Some people, like, I don't have that kind of patience.
See, this is my hobby because I love the entire process. And
right.
I'm not going to rush through it. I enjoy it. I don't care if it takes me a little longer because I want to press everything. And I usually, at home, I will square up every unit before I move on, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Always. So, I'm not the fastest piecer in the world, but
no, but that's okay. Right. And if that works for you, then that's what you do.
And that's what I do.
All right. So I've cut out my two little guys here. I should label them A and B, which I didn't on these. That's okay. All right, so from here, I'm going to go grab tape because I forgot to do that. Get out of the way, friends. Okay, we're just not going to do that. All right, I'm going to go grab tape to tape these on to make sure they don't move while I am cutting them out. All right? I'll BRB, people. That's so 10 years ago.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm one of those that presses everything open, even the little flippy corners.
Even the little flippy corners.
Even the flippy corners, for the most part, I will press those puppies open.
Okay. So you don't nest.
And son of a sea biscuit, I think I sewed it on the wrong way. I did. I sewed it on the wrong corner. Foo.
Hey, you know what?
I just screwed that up.
She's probably one of our best quilters. She makes mistakes too.
I make beaucoup mistakes.
Right?
Obviously, so.
Hey, you know what? I was telling them about all my mistakes, and they were like, "Oh, thank God I'm not the only one who makes mistakes."
Yeah.
So it helps them feel better.
So obviously, I screwed this up. Now I can't.
So,
and I already cut off the corner, so I can't.
Well, we'll just recut. That's why I have all this fabric here.
Oh, you have.
Yep.
Look at you go.
Oh, I got it all. I had to recut. Yeah. Mom did something on the first basket, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to need another 1.5 inches square."
Yeah.
So we just recut. No big deal.
Sorry about that.
That's why we have all the extras. All right, so I'm just going to tape this in a couple of places to make sure it stays in line. Okay. And then I use the rotary cutter. You could use a razor blade, but I don't. I just don't.
All this extra fabric.
Yeah, it's all in there. Okay, and then I just I cut pretty good, but not all the way through. I don't cut all the way through. And you'll hear it kind of break a little bit.
Oh, yeah. The layers of the cardboard.
Yeah. And then you can go out there and cut it if that's easier.
I just need my numbers 3 by 3.5 and those teeny tiny little things. Or 3/4 inch squares. Are you for real?
Yes, I cut them. They were for real, friends. Okay, so then you can just kind of break it apart from there. Because you'll see it just folds right open there. So you just break it. Of course, it's not going to be easy to break this time. There we go. And if you rip a little off the back, it's okay. It's a template. It's really okay. As long as you have this top part, see, and that what I would do is I would just kind of take off those extra little pieces. And I know someone somewhere is going, why are you using your nice rotary cutter? Because we have so many blades, it's okay if I need to replace it. That's why. You could do this with scissors. Okay, so there's your template. I'll show you how to cut your fabric from that in just a second. I'm going to cut this guy out. Okay.
All right, take two.
Take two.
Sit, stay.
So Gwen is one of the long armors at the shop.
Yes.
She spends a very large majority of her time long arming, and she does a fantastic,
It's fun. I love it.
fantastic job. She just finished a baby quilt for me. Oh, it's so good.
All right, I'm gonna make sure I get these bad boys on right. So I'm just not even gonna talk until I get this done.
Okay, no more questions. No more questions for Gwen.
I have nobody at home to interrupt me. My cats don't interrupt me when I'm sewing, so
Wow.
they know better.
You've trained them well.
No, they just sleep all the time.
Oh, all right. Well, that works. This one's not going to break easy for me. Here we go. That's better.
I just actually pieced some units similar to that. Quilt I'm making at home, and instead of going template or trying to figure out the angles, I actually drew it out on the paper and just used it as paper foundation piecing. So
really?
That's another option.
There you go. That is another option. And I don't know if you will reuse these templates or not for other blocks. I'm not sure about that. Okay, I'm going to go dump my trash. Oh, actually, there's trash right here.
Okay, looking at the picture, doing it right.
Okay. So, what we got from that was my templates. And that really only took me as long as it did, because I had to go get the tape and this and that, but what? It took
Didn't take long at all.
maybe 10 minutes. And I saved some money. Speaking of your long arm services, what do I need to bring? Okay, so you need when you get your stuff long armed from us, well, any long armor, I'm going to say, it's probably going to be this way. Quilt top, batting, or you can buy it here, backing, all separate.
Yep.
Don't put them together. Don't piece them.
Your batting and your backing both need to be 8 inches longer, 8 inches wider, please. We need room to pin it onto the leaders. Yeah,
4 on
inches
each
all the
side.
way around.
So a total of, so if your baby quilt is 46 by 46, that's about what mine were, 48 by 48 was mine or something. You need it to be, let's see, if it's 46 by 54 by 54. Needs to be your batting and your backing. So then you bring that in, we check it in. If your backing needs to be pieced, you can,
we can do that here.
we can do it here for a $10 fee, or you can do it.
Do it yourself.
Whatever is fine. And
we have a whole book of designs and a whole bunch of thread colors to choose from.
And the design and thread color is all included in the price, which is 2 cents per square inch. But it has to meet a minimum though. So some I think most baby quilts.
We've got a table runner cut
There's
off,
a table runner
and a wall hanging cut off, and a baby quilt cut
right.
off.
So the baby quilt is going to be a minimum of what, $50? $50. Even if it would technically be less than that, we do the $50 just because it's wear and tear on the machine. There you go.
Yeah, I think that pretty well.
That pretty much covers it. I think we're 3 to 4 weeks out right now. 3 to 4 week wait time, which isn't too bad. We like to have it lower than that sometimes, but
we try to keep it no more than 3. But we've had decent little influx of quilts lately.
Yes, yes,
so,
there has been.
And we give ourselves a cushion in case something happens with the machine or
Right.
one of us. So
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
so now
Okay.
I have my templates and I have my fabrics. I have 2 sets of fabrics.
Yeehaw.
I'm doing, and those as extras actually. I am doing here are my 2 sets. Those are the 2 sets I'm doing together. So I need to look at what I'm cutting now.
That's a really cute block, the kites.
It is a
Fun.
cute block.
It's a little different.
So I need to decide. I have an A. I'm gonna write on here. This is my A template. This is my B template. But I'm gonna look at it that this is
Okay.
A. This is B. This is B reverse. So I've written B reverse on there so I know that I have to cut it that way. Otherwise it won't piece together. Okay, because you're kind of flipping these templates around to use them.
The
So-
other thing you can do is simply fold your fabric in half. And cut once.
Look at her blowing my mind. You're totally right.
That way
Did
you
not
get one
think-
each way and you don't have to cut
You get
twice.
one
you don't
each
have
way,
to flip.
And you just need 2 of
Or
them.
cut-
Although
you
now
just
that
cut
I'm
and then you
thinking
fold.
about this, oh no, I didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna do that because hopefully I have enough fabric for both of them. Okay, so I need 4 of these total. 2 regular, 2 reverse, but I folded my fabric in half. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Now, I'll angle this down again. I'm using my template as my ruler. You back up a little.
What's going on out there? I don't want to know.
Now, it obviously it's not going to cut as smooth as a ruler would. Can't forget this little wedge guy there. And I know you're not supposed to go back and forth, but you know, people,
The struggle is real.
right? You also need to make sure you're cutting through the fabric.
Okay. So,
No.
basket bottom.
Because I'm also not cutting through cardboard, but a little bit, because you're going to get a little of those shavings there. Now the other option, if you're like, ugh, this seems super labor intensive, I don't want to cut through all that. Well, just use your paper, make multiple templates with your paper, lay it over top of your fabric, and zoom, 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 zoom it. Okay. There we go. I have a B, a B and a B reverse. Right there from that template with the little flippy-do.
Yep,
Loving
there
that
you go.
flippy-do idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to do another one of these, but I'm going to do one of these first because I want to show you how you put one of these squares together, and then we'll probably end the video there. So I just need one A.
Okay, the triangles go in the same direction.
And you know what? I'm going to show you how you can do it with the paper too and your ruler. And that way you're sort of seeing what I'm talking about in terms of that. Okay, so see, I've lined up the template paper. Now this, you just have to be careful you're not moving the paper. See, paper came up. But that's okay because you're just gonna literally lay it back on there and line it up. Okay. You could pin it, but I don't know about that. I didn't get that piece all the way cut. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. Hopefully my backside isn't in the camera. Guess in the back of my arm is, though.
Just your arm. You're okay.
Hiya, Linda. Linda's putting bolts back. Okay. Now, in this book, there is only maybe 8 templates used. Most of it is going to be regular, you're cutting squares. So it's not, this one is going to take longer, but, and so there you go. Okay. So now I'm going to sew these. Right. So I'm going to lay mine out how they're supposed to go. That. And that. That doesn't seem right, does it? It's not.
Definitely not right. Definitely not right.
This is, though. Nope, that's not right either. What am I doing, people? There I am. No, that's not right. How am I doing this? Hold on. See, sometimes written direction and me, we just really don't, we're not friends. I'm not friends with written directions. I need pictures, and I need someone to describe it to me, mostly. Okay. That is that. That is what I'm doing. No. Yes. And yes. That is what I'm doing. And then I'll trim it up. I think. See, friends? Just because you own a quilt shop doesn't mean you always know what you're doing. All right, let's turn this machine on. Let's get cruising. I think I'm doing it right.
I feel like do a little trim job, but we're good now.
I feel like that doesn't look right, but it is. It can't go any other way.
Exactly. You gotta have your.
You have to trim it up, though.
Well, you might.
Right.
You
well,
might.
because that's going to be. You know what I mean?
See, the thing about these templates is sometimes it's hard to know where to line up.
Yeah.
to
So
sew
I'm
those
thinking
things.
I'm lining it up with the end here.
You know what you can do is take your little ruler and give yourself. Where are we at? We're here.
Mm-hmm.
Draw it with a pencil. Draw and give yourself the 1/4 inch line
Mm-hmm.
and the 1/4 inch line so that you've got the point to match up, and do the same thing on the. That's what you do if you're like me and you're OCD and you want everything perfect. You give yourself a little.
Wait. Okay.
You mark your 1/4 inch seam,
Mark
and
your
just so
1/4
that you get the intersection, and then I would pin match the intersection because my name is Gwen, but my initials are OCD, so it's right.
Okay. You're gonna have to explain that again in a second.
No, sure. You want to mark each of the 1/4 inch seam allowances so that you have them intersect at the corner.
Right.
And you do that on the other piece that you're sewing it to.
Right.
And then you have a point to match up.
Oh. Okay. I got it.
Right?
I'm learning things too, people. I have that one.
I've been quilting for
A very long time.
A lot of years. So I've learned a few little
See,
tricks that
I
work
have
for
not.
me.
And I was just telling my one sister this morning, I got a couple of patterns from Joann's yesterday for clothes for the girls and I, because I started by sewing clothes. So you give me a clothes pattern, I look at it and I'm like, sweet, I know exactly what to do. You give me a quilting pattern, I'm like, what? What do you want me to do? That math doesn't match up right. And then I'm like, oh wait, yeah, it does.
Have you ever got your seam allowance number mixed up? Because clothing and quilting are two different seam allowance numbers.
Are they?
Usually you sew with a 5/8 for clothing, don't you?
I don't.
As opposed to, okay.
I think Mom always sewed with a 1/4 inch.
Oh, okay. Most clothing patterns tell you, at least the ones I've seen, which is very few because I don't do a lot of clothes, that you're supposed to sew with a 5/8 inch. Okay, I have the triangles in the right places. I'm really proud of myself now.
Okay, so
You doing okay?
I think I'm trying to slowly adjust this little friend with my fingernails so I don't move him too much or too little. Sometimes you just need to like do that little nail grab, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like that's all I need. Just a nail grab. Yes, the little
scritch.
The scritch. Oh, you have a word for it. I don't have a word for it. I like that, a little scritch. That's great. Okay. We'll see how this turns out, friends. Ooh, I need to slow down though if I'm going to be following the herring mark here. Am I going to go? I don't know. I don't know if I did that right. Oh, I did! I did it right!
Yay! Thank the Lord.
Okay, so I'm going to press it open. I'm feeling super proud of myself, guys. Okay, look. See? It worked.
Yay.
Yay! Okay, so now I know they want you to line up these ends. That's what they want you to line up here.
Okay. See, if you buy the fancy template, it usually has you cut off a little thing so that it's easier to line stuff up.
But that's too short then. What am I doing? Oh, I'm not sewing it to the right side anyways. No, Abby. No, Abby. What am I doing? Hold on. Do I have the wrong side now?
Lay it out and make sure you got your...
There we go. I got it. I got it. I had it flipped around. I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, so I'm going to mark the 1/4 inch on this guy again.
Emergency trim.
Okay. I'm going to do a little pressy-do on this guy. Make sure he's all lined up correctly before I add on to him. That way it will make pressing or sewing this on easier. So I'm going to line up that. I'm going to do a little scritch, the scritch things. Ha! Oh. Yeah, once you understand what that... Hold on. I feel like my little liney-do didn't... Need a little better start angle there. Okay, so I totally learned something. I'm loving this.
Did that work for you?
Well, I haven't done the second one yet.
Okay. Well, you know.
But I'm assuming it's going to work. Because the first one worked.
Careful when you assume things. Okay.
Careful when you assume, people.
Yes. We all know what happens. Okay. And yes, I usually square up after every stinking
It
minute.
worked! Okay.
Good job.
I'm going to press it. And then we're going to call this video Quits. Okay. So... So block 6 6 with the templates, you're going to create 4 of these. Look at that.
Really cute.
And you're going to sew these 4 blocks together. Now, I will trim some of this up with a little scissors. You see that? So it's not so bulky. Not so bulky in the middle. But drawing those 1/4 inch lines on and figuring out where they want you to line it up, that was perfect. That was great. I totally learned something. So that's my 1 square of the 4 I'm making. But like I said, I'm going to do pottery things. It's like a 2-hour drive, so.
Ooh, where are you going?
Bell Fountain.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Caleb's aunt, Thelma, has, it's called the Cracked Pot Studio. She does pottery. It's amazing.
What a great name.
Right? So we're going up and we're meeting a couple of his cousins are bringing their kids, and we're going to learn how to do pottery from Aunt Thelma. And I'm pretty excited about it.
That's cool beans.
So that's our plan. Anyways,
So here, I got my,
what do you have
I
done?
can show you. I got the basket bottom.
Oh, we have the basket
and I just
bottom.
need one more side on the
And she just
basket
needs-
top. This, where are
And
you?
it's going to be
And then
Look
it'll
how
be,
cute that's
like,
gonna be.
seriously cute.
the little Easter basket.
Freaking awesome.
This
Be
is
sure to sew
the
your triangles
this
the
is
right
the
way.
Clover Hera tool. It's also a turner, but it means you can mark your fabric without using a pin.
Mhm.
It's nice. It kind of shows like it like shows shiny, like it looks like a shiny line.
Yeah, you can see that crease. It's,
Yeah, you can. And I just did it on here real quick. If you do it on like an actual mat, it kind of
yeah.
goes a little bit deeper into the fabric, if you will. So that's really nice.
But you don't have to worry about anything washing out or coming back or
Right.
any of that nonsense.
Yeah, none of that. Okay, so thanks for sewing with me, Gwen.
Okay, it was fun.
Yeah. Okay, so until next time, Sydney is going to be doing a live Kill the Bolts thing. I don't know exactly what time,
But you don't want to miss it.
but you don't want to miss it because it's
Because
going to be a
it's
good
Sydney.
time. It's Sydney. It's going to be a good time. I think she's going to pull one of the other girls in. So we'll see. We'll see who shows up. I have no idea. I'll be driving, so I won't be watching.
There may be costume changes.
There might be. We should have made them do costume changes. Okay. Until next Thursday, happy quilting. Bye.
Bye.